All right, Derrick Rose dropped or is dropping the autobiography while he's still an active player. But in autobiography, he pretty much co-signed Jimmy Butler going off on Karl Anthony Towns in that infamous practice and that infamous saga where Jimmy Butler was trying to get out of Minnesota because reportedly Karl Anthony Towns in particular and Andrew Wiggins were some spoiled, rotten kids that hadn't accomplished shit but both got $100 million contracts for absolutely not earning nothing in the NBA. And Derrick Rose pretty much said that's what happens when you spoil kids too early in the NBA. But let's talk about it. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate the love, support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. I'm going to link the source in the description from the jump where Steven Jackson and Rachel Nichols and Vince Carter talked about and co-signed Derrick Rose. He says Karl Anthony Towns is a nice guy, but if you read between the lines, he lazy. He don't want to win. He been spoiled before he had to earn it. He didn't earn it. He didn't come into the league and he wasn't a Tom Brady and worked his way up the ladder. He was given the keys, like they said in the interview, and told to drive the Ferrari and lead the Timberwolves. And that's why the Timberwolves ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, till you know what it's like to suffer, you don't know what it is to prosper. You know, you don't know what life really is without suffering. A lot of entitled rich kids, you know, they go through that. All right. And that's what Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins is. They two spoiled rich kids. And also you can go over to Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. They taking this shit for granted. They think they're going to have a 10, 20-year career in the NBA. And it's going to be like, oh, we can do it next year. We can do it next year. They bullshitting around, eat McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to win, not playing hard, not giving what they need to give, you know, to actually pay their dues and go through the suffering to win. And that's an issue across the NBA. So a lot of young teams, the Suns gave the keys to the DeAndre Ayton, talking about he's the leader of the team over Devin Booker. Like, shut the front door. Even Devin Booker is a young guy leading the team. Philadelphia, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Same situation Jimmy Butler was in Minnesota. Two young knuckleheads who don't really want to win. They don't really want to play the price. They don't know what it is to pay the price. They didn't have to work their way up through the NBA. And Vince Carter said, when I came into the league, I was on track to be Rookie of the Year, and I still had to earn my spot. I still was treated like a rook. And now rookies don't have to go through that initiation that Derrick Rose had to go through. He had to earn his spot for the most part, earn his playing time. Now they getting playing time, and they giving the golden key, and they think they run everything. And Jimmy Butler trying to tell Karl Anthony Towns, you know, trying to light a fire under him and under the organization. And Karl Anthony Towns feel like he the boss. Like, nigga, I make more money. It's my team. You leaving before I'm leaving. And when you got somebody that's young and immature, like Towns and Andrew Wiggins, they're not going to win. They're not going to win until they get tired of suffering. I make another football analogy with Warren Sapp and Derrick Brooks. I can't remember the team that kept whooping their ass, hadn't beat them in years, for like decades or something like that. And Derrick Brooks Warren Sapp looked at Derrick Brooks, said that shit in today. And they went out there, and that was the turning point for that franchise. You know what I'm saying? Warren Sapp had dog in him. Like it or not, Derrick Rose had some dog in him. Jimmy Butler had dog in him. LeBron James, dog in him. Jordan, dog in him. Kobe, dog in him. Is it any dog mean streaking Karl Anthony Towns? I don't know. Is it any dog in Andrew Wiggins? I don't know. Is it any dog in Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid? Shit, I don't know. Do they really want to win as much as they want to live and fight to live? You don't fucking know. These dudes just happy being millionaires, and that's why they talented young teams that'll never be over the top. They don't have veteran leadership. They didn't know what it was to suffer, to enjoy, to prosper and enjoy life. And that's what Derrick Rose is talking about. You know, and the NBA is changing. They giving rookies the keys to the car when they ain't earned shit. And veterans looking at them like they ain't gonna never win. And they ain't gonna win until they know what it is to pay the dues and suffer. And then they'll know what it is to prosper. And hopefully they know what it is to prosper and actually win some meaningful games. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have business question, inquiry, response, your video request. Source link in the description to this story. We gone.